but is the league clean enough to have these players? Certainly we have players. I can mention players that weren't even in the CHAN that can be in the national side. But will any of these players be at the World Cup? Will they have a stake in the World Cup? I doubt. Right now as it is, I doubt.
And that's what I was saying, that it's important. Why is it solid? I'll say the league must be competitive. I must say that we must do the right things to meet international best practices. Exactly. Because it goes beyond just playing football.
Yes,
you know, we saw USM Algiers and how they came here. Because I said, when we're making comparisons, don't even go to Europe again. Stay in Africa.
Stay in Africa.
Some teams are getting it right.
Stay in Africa. Go to South Africa. South African countries, South Africa, Zambia. You see a lot. You learn a lot. You know, don't even go to North Africa yet.
No. That's Europe.
Go to DR Congo.
Well, DR Congo, they have, especially TP Mazembe, they have a owner who is ready to power anything.
That's right.
But then again, back to that question: do we have a functional league that can produce talent? You can't have a solid league where you play Sunday and you play on Wednesday. How do you get the best from these players? How? You travel, I mean, we know the distance. We know how traveling is in Nigeria. And then you travel from Lagos, you go to Kano on Wednesday. From Kano, you're coming back to Lagos, then you're going to Port Harcourt. You can't get the best. If you're going to run an abridged league, run an abridged league, and then let's meet up with international best practice. But if we can't do that, Austin, we'll keep pushing, yes, or probably we'll keep seeing flash in the pans. Yes, Cosmos has scored 10 goals in 5 games. Oh, he's fit enough to come to the national team. He gets to the national team. He can't do anything. So there's a whole lot, especially with our structures. If we can get that structure right, then we can talk, okay, we can refer back to 1990 when you had home-based players, 1994, even 1998 when you have some home-based players. Dream Team 96, we have some home-based players. So there's a whole lot because there were structures. But now we don't have it, and that is the truth.
Okay, so let's keep this conversation going on Twitter channels, _sports, Facebook channels, Sports. We have Coach Ghana Raw talking about Junior Locosa and the quality of some of the league players. Tomorrow we'll try to bring that also just to keep this conversation going. Olawi Ademola on Twitter, thank you so much for talking to us, says we can only have a solid league when our club sides are privately owned and run professionally. It can also be owned by a community. You know, it can also be government, but let's keep the word you use, professionally. But yeah, we need to invite private persons and organizations to come into the league. That's very important too. Let's be part of nation building. Let's keep that conversation going on Twitter channels, _sports, Facebook channels, Sports. Yes, we're counting down to the 2018 FIFA World Cup. You should be feeling the fever by now, yes, because it's just 36 more days to go. Hello, 36 more days to the World Cup. And each time we do this countdown, I remember when we started, it was 100 days to go. Now it's 36. And you know, each time you hear these guys, you just say it's 36 or something. Just was when the tension starts coming, you want it to be played in October.
You know, can we just have a Winter World Cup in 2018?
No. 36 days, Cosmos. Now teams understand that the World Cup is almost here.
Yeah, the World Cup is almost here, and of course, this is a time that coaches do not like, national team coaches, because important players might get injured. I mean, it was around very close to this period that a certain David Beckham in 2002 was injured for Manchester United, and it just took a whole lot of work for him to come back, and he had a very good World Cup in Korea and Japan 2002. Same thing with Rooney as well, and it is affecting. And you know, it is not just to European teams. Even in Nigeria, Onyekuru just came back from injury. Wilfred Didi just came back from injury. Onazi as well just came back from injury.
He's not back. He's not back. Well, praying.
He will be back for the World Cup. He's supposed to play in that friendly against Czech Republic on the 6th.
What happens to the other friendly? What if he doesn't even make the final list?
Exactly, because you don't want to take.
You're not gonna draw.
Well, I am not, but I think I'm sure, 70% sure. Let me leave about 30% sure.
But you don't want to take a player that will go to the World Cup and an injury will reoccur. So at this point, because someone will say, why are they talking about injuries in the Super Eagles camp?
We have to.
But this is the period, yes, very sensitive, very delicate.
Sensitive period.
Koscielny will not be at the World Cup.
6 months.
I mean, that's another big worry for DJ Deschamps. But the fact that you have quality replacements in the French national team. Probably wouldn't worry much. Yeah, it's going to miss his person.
Experience.
Yeah, it's going to miss his person, miss his experience. But hey, I'm sure he's already thinking of a very, very strong replacement for Koscielny.
I know Koscielny was very, it was a strong lieutenant for France, for the Les Bleus in the Euro 2016. It was one of the best defenders. Forget about whatever is happening in Arsenal, but for France, and especially in the qualifiers as well, it was, he really, really came through. So it's really going to be missed. But
Koscielny has really improved.
That's what I'm saying. He really came
player.
through. But yeah, for me, he has really improved. But then, you just have to look at the fact that he's out. And which defenders will actually come in? I mean, there's Varane in Real Madrid.
No, of course, this is the French national team.
That's why I said they've got quality.
Yeah, you said that you just missed.
You missed the name. You missed the experience.
Right.
Yeah, that's
but yeah.
Talk about the Nigerians.
You just want to see. Yeah, I'm trying not to go there.
Yeah, because
let the viewers
because
know
if we miss Austin Okoli in our starting 11.
No. Yeah, miss Austin.
I mean, important players.
Is fine, but don't miss Odioni. Don't miss John David.
Exactly.
Don't miss Alex Iwobi. But yes, some of these things are inevitable. I remember how much I wanted to see Mikel at the World Cup in 2010. And then injury just said no, and these things happen, but let's just see. It's football. That's the human angle to it. Oxlade Chamberlain will be at the World Cup. At the time, he's enjoying a good run. We said Sergio Aguero will be at the World Cup?
The coach is yet to, decide, but he was part of the party for City last weekend. He's nearing full fitness. And then he's likely makes the World Cup. Just like a quick mention of Neymar as well. He's been included in the PSG squad to play in the final. He's not even fit yet.
Yeah. But, final?
So...
There was a cartoon that was circulated in social media. A Brazilian fan is making new sets of legs for Neymar. For the World Cup.
Because they know how big Neymar is.
That's the thing. Neymar is very important. Imagine how David Beckham was for England in 2002.
Yeah, I'll just pause you. So let's keep that conversation going. Also, injuries and how they stop players from competing at the World Cup. Let's go on this break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show. So don't go anywhere. Stay. Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Before we wrap up the show, let's just keep tabs with Russia and how they're getting ready to host the World Cup. The World Cup trophy, that trophy that came to Nigeria, and then when fans saw it, they started dreaming. Yeah, the moment they unveil it, you start seeing all sorts, and then you start wishing that, can this trophy come back to Nigeria? Well, it's arrived in Yekaterinburg today as the most coveted prize in world football, started a cross-country tour ahead of the 2018 FIFA World Cup. The country visited Vladivostok and Novosibirsk, and it is set to tour the rest of Russia's host cities, including Moscow, St. Petersburg, Samara, Kazan, Rostov-Don, and Nizhny Novgorod. Yeah, that's a lot of cities right there in Russia. Guys, that's where the curtain falls. I must say thank you so much, customers. Thank you so much, Rotimi.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, had so much fun talking sports with these guys. And of course to you, wherever you are in the world watching Sports Tonight on Channels TV, keep talking to us on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels IFN Sports. That's the show. For the team, I'm Austin Okonakman. We'll be back again tomorrow. Let's do this together. But until then, in everything you do, remember, keep talking sports. Bye for now.